For us, emotional care for people is not an extra, it is an obligation, it is a necessity. Why not innovate in this aspect too? I tell you, the impact is immediate. Friends of mine who are businessmen, I have told them about it, I have taught them the APP, and they have been surprised that this technology exists.
Hello, my name is Francisco Prat.
I'm the CEO and founder
from Saima Solutions.
And our company is dedicated to providing services,
Professionals to large companies,
In every aspect concerning comprehensive and detailed information analysis,
and decision-making and process improvement.
business,
we have always been very aware of the importance of taking care of people. Caring for people goes beyond being careful about occupational risks. In our case, for us, the emotional care of people is not an extra, it is an obligation, it is a necessity, and I have always kept in mind that it is important to develop with a lot of dedication, with a lot of care, how people mature, how they develop emotionally, and that is why I had been thinking about looking for solutions in some way for a long time. Or how can I help my team, my people, to develop the emotional muscle, not to have more capabilities? Are you more prepared for both professional and personal challenges to which we are all exposed, right? And that's why I started that search for that solution, that technology or whatever could help me develop that initiative, not that vision that we had from the management team at Saima Solutions. We, as a company dedicated to information analysis, have always kept in mind that by analyzing data, we can understand what is happening. So it was very easy, let's say, to realize that we needed some kind of advanced technology. Maybe it had to incorporate artificial intelligence power to help us understand how can we help our people, right? And how can we understand where we are and where we are going and how we are evolving along that path. And that's why we looked for powerful advanced technology, and we found it in Psiconnea, where we saw that both worlds had been mixed. Not everything that is emotional management and emotional prevention. With technology, with artificial intelligence. In fact, I think the name emotional business intelligence appealed to me a lot and shocked me. No, because we are precisely dedicated to the implementation of business intelligence systems and advanced analytical planning systems, and see that they put the word emotional in front of him. I thought, this is what I am. It looks like this is what I'm really looking for, not something that has the emotional content that keeps people's emotions in mind, but from a technological and preventive point of view, and that helps me unite those two worlds. The primary goal has consistently been well defined, assisting my teams by equipping them with tools, technology, and knowledge to enhance their capacities. Specifically, this refers to advancements in emotional well-being rather than internal managerial abilities or emotions. Thus, the opportunity I see is in providing relief to someone in any possible way. Future life outcomes can be positively influenced by offering resources such as tools, informative videos, and insights from knowledgeable individuals. For me, this signifies a significant avenue for preventative progress, representing a distinct and impactful opportunity for improvement. Well, at Saimas, we have always tried to be up to date. In everything, our aim is precisely to innovate continuously. Why not innovate in this aspect too? How to offer quality information access to one knowledge that can help people in their emotional development. No, so for me, it is part of the continuous innovation process of our company.
The implementation process was surprisingly straightforward. It involved providing basic company information, after which the system self-activated. We then securely distributed access keys internally, granting private access to each individual. From that point, users could explore an extensive array of content and resources.
Didactic, that can help you in a preventive way with certain related topics, because with anxiety problems, motherhood, with, well, all the topics that are within the platform, and the spectrum is very broad, right? With which the implementation was very fast. The acceptance by users was also very fast and very welcome. And there the system is still working and is available to anyone when they need it.
Look, when we started working with Psiconnea, one of the things that surprised us was the good attention they gave us at all times in the process. Let's say initially to learn how to use the platform and what information was relevant and which was not. And then we were also very surprised to see that the system is continuously fed with more valuable content, and that you have both a version that you can access from the PC and a version
PP to be able to consume that content anywhere at any time, and that for me is good. It is, because in the end we look at the content when we have a moment that today it is essential that it be like that.
Look, changes are immediately noticeable the moment people perceive that the company cares about their emotional state. No, not just his physical state, but also his emotional state, which I would tell you the impact is immediate. It is true that people need time to see what content they can consume. What does it bring them? Each person decides when to consume what, because their circumstances are what they are. That's totally anonymous. I don't mean as a company. No. We are not interested in knowing what is consumed and what is not consumed, or what problems it has. They are very personal topics, no, but I am concerned about making that information available so that in the event that someone needs it, they know that it is there. The process is gradual and continuous, centering on supporting individuals throughout their career journey. This entails offering comprehensive information and leveraging the company's resources indefinitely, aiming to foster the best within people. You can imagine that, like any technology, the process of adaptation Y has its cycle. And so being aware of that, for me, it is not so important the speed of adaptation as the fact that everyone knows that that technology, that content is at their disposal, and that each one decides how they want and at what pace they want to advance.
I have to emphasize the team in our company spans an impressive age range, from those in their early 20s to those in their 50s and beyond, imbuing us with a remarkable diversity of experiences, concerns, and perspectives. Each individual curates content that perfectly aligns with their unique situations and the critical junctures of their lives.
Moreover, upon exploring the platform, you'll quickly discover an extensive wealth of resources tailored for individuals of all ages, addressing the myriad common challenges and everyday concerns people face. Understanding the emotional well-being of individuals is crucial for navigating this complex world. That's why I wholeheartedly endorse the platform, not only for companies aiming to support their employees, but also for friends of mine who are entrepreneurs. I've shared it with them, introduced them to the APPY, and they've been amazed such technology exists.
Look, from my point of view, focusing the management team's attention on caring for the company's talent and people's emotional well-being has a brutal investment challenge, because in the end what we get are more cohesive teams, people who work more comfortably.
And in the end, it is about coming to work and being comfortable in your workplace, collaborating with your colleagues, having knowledge flow and having the teams work in a very integrated way to achieve synergies. And in the end, all this is taken away by the client because the client perceives this well-being. Therefore, it is very important for me to invest in this direction, and we will continue to do so without a doubt.